Hey guys, it's me again, Kiana, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing my current favorite reads. It is from literally January 2020 until whenever I post this video. These are my now favorite books. I have about 7. Hopefully by the end of the year, I would just add from when I post this to the end of the year. Those are my favorite books. But let's go ahead and get started with this video. Please remember this is in no particular order. The first book I have is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. This is a standalone contemporary novel, sort of. And in this book, on the day that you die, you get basically a phone call saying within the next 24 hours you will die. And you are able to log on to this app called the Last Friends app, and you're able to basically spend your day with somebody who's gonna die as well. You could set up your entire funeral, what you want written on your headstone, what you want written in your obituary, and all of that. And in this book, we follow 2 different characters, Mateo and Rufus. Mateo's father is in the hospital, he's in a coma, and Rufus is in a foster home. Both of his parents and his older sister have passed away on the same day, all 3 of them. And when they meet together, of course, it is a romance novel. I absolutely enjoyed this. This was, of course, a 5 out of 5 stars. I cried my eyes out. I listened to this via audiobook, which I recommend you guys do because it tugs more on the heartstring when you're listening to it. This is my first book that I've ever read by Adam Silvera, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I do recommend this as well. So, one of my new favorites. The second book that made my favorites list is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer. This is book 1 in the Curse Breaker, I believe it's a trilogy. And this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, which also contributes to why it's one of my favorite. In this book, we follow 2 different characters, Prince Ren and Harper. Harper's from DC. She suffers from cerebral palsy. And on the day that she's basically a watch out for her brother, she sees someone trying to basically kidnap away to the land of Emberfall. And there she meets Prince Ren, who was cursed by a sorceress named Lilith to basically turn into a monster at the end of every season unless he gets a girl to break the curse. And this is his last season. Harper is his only chance. I absolutely love this book. The ending made me cry. I cried a lot with some of these books, but I really did enjoy this. I read the second book as well. Absolutely loved it. I have a review coming out later this month for this book, hopefully. And then next month, I'm going to post a review for the second book. Really did enjoy this. Of course, 5 out of 5 stars. The third book I have is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and it took me so long to jump onto this hype train. This, we follow 2 different characters as well, but the first one we follow is a boy named Laszlo Strange, and he is an orphan. He was raised by monks, and one of the monks that they basically said was delusional, you would tell Laszlo stories of a city, and then one day they woke up and they could not for the life of them remember the name of the city, just called it Weep. And as Laszlo got older, he was promoted to the librarian and he was able to research it. And then one day someone comes and says, we need your help to free our city, the city of Weep, from the godlings who destroyed it. And then the second person we follow is a girl named Sahari. I feel like that's how you say it. And she is one of the godlings. She is the daughter of the goddess of despair, and she's also known as the muse of nightmare. This was a beautiful story, and the twist at the end I should have seen coming a mile away, but I didn't. I do recommend this. I still need to read the second one. I read this in January and absolutely freaking loved this. The fourth book I have should come to no surprise, and that is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. This is book 1 in the Last Hour trilogy, I believe, if I'm correct. And this follows the children of the characters we're introduced to in the Inferno device. We follow James Herondale and Lucy Herondale, who are the son and daughter of Will and Tessa. We follow Anna Lightwood, Thomas Lightwood, Gabriel Lightwood, who is, of course, the children of the 2 Lightwood brothers. I can't remember which one. Grace Blackthorne, who is the adoptive daughter of Tatiana Blackthorne. Matthew and Charles Fairchild, who are the sons of Henry and Charlotte. And this is when this takes place, following majority of children, but we do hear from the adults. And they are basically now coming into terms with a demon who is able to walk during the daylight, which is not possible. I have a whole review for this. I'll try to remember to link it somewhere on the eye. I couldn't wait for this to come out. This was, you know, the first edition that we get this. It was just magnificent. I loved it. I am a sucker for Shadowhunter books, and I can't wait for the second book to come out because it's a time skip as well. The fifth book I also jumped on the train really late for this, but I'm happy I jumped on it, and that is Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. This is book 1 in the Truly Devious trilogy, and in this book we follow a girl named Stephanie, but she goes by Stevie, and she is obsessed with this Ellingham murder. It's a dual timeline for all 3 books. You follow Stevie, and then it jumps back in time to the Ellingham kidnap / murder. So basically, in the mid-1920s, early 1930s, the founder of the Ellingham Academy's daughter and wife goes missing. The wife shows up murdered, but the daughter is never found. And Stevie, in present time, has been obsessed with this, you know, ever since, and she gets accepted into Ellingham Academy based off the fact that she truly wants to solve it, because the person that they locked away and that was killed didn't really kill them. Absolutely loved it. Just read the second book. Didn't like that one as much, but I still enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see how they end it off. The 6th book I have is Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim. This is the Owl Crate edition. The original edition looks like this. And in this book, we follow 2 different characters. We follow a girl named Amaya and a guy named Kato. Amaya, when she was 7 years old, was accidentally sold to a debtor's ship. And for basically 7 years, she was there to work off her parents' debt. And the 7th year, when she's supposed to go free, she saves someone who is drowning in the middle of the sea, and she ends up almost getting killed for it. But they both escape, and now they're basically trying to bring down the captain of that ship who sold her and whatever happened to her parents. And then the next character we follow, his name is Kaio, and he is a merchant's son, but he's known as a drunk and a gambler. And when his family's fortune starts to dwindle, he needs to find a way in order to restore his family's name and all of that. I really freaking enjoy this. I cannot wait for the second book to come out. And then the 7th and final book, which is one of my now favorites, is Heartstoppers Volume 1 by Alice Oseman. In this short novel, we follow 2 boys, Charlie and Nick. Charlie is a sophomore, grade 10, and he was outed at the end of his freshman year as being gay. And one day he is sat next to Nick in an English class, and they slowly become friends. Nick gets him on the rugby team. They go to parties together. They hang out on the weekends together. Charlie realizes he likes Nick, but he knows Nick is straight and that Nick is never going to go for someone like him. But Nick is struggling to, with feelings himself. Like, do I like him? Am I gay? It was very cute. I read this in one day. I cannot wait to get volumes 2 and 3, which I feel like I'm going to get at the end of the month or in July, because it was really, really freaking adorable. Loved it. But yeah, these are all of my current favorite reads of 2020. I absolutely enjoy them. Please comment down below your current favorites, and maybe we can have them together. I do plan on doing a video at the end of 2020 from the middle of June to the end of December. But yes, I'll be leaving here 2 videos I honestly feel you guys should go check out. I try my hardest to post 3 times a week, and I'll see you guys very soon with another video. Bye!